They don't like change like dogs do. Dogs are accustomed to going outside. You take them in the car, yada, yada, yada. They're having a good time. Not cats. They like everything to stay pretty much the same. They like to be in control of their environment more than dogs do. And that's why doing the house call is so critical. Now, I also learned from starting to do house calls in 1981 2, when I was first out of school, that you learn so much. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, coming to a house call to assess the human or animals is worth 1,000,000 words. You cannot believe how much data my brain takes in when I come into somebody's home. The smell, the colors, the amount of light, the airflow, the air condition, the furniture itself, all of it. How messy it is, how clean it is. Are things accessible to the cat if they need a litter box? What's the condition of the litter box? We're going to look at that pretty soon. So all these things gain you so much. How much time would you and I have spent if you'd brought Melvin to
A
the
couple
office?
hours filling out a clipboard, 20 minutes filling out a clipboard. You'd have to read it. Your staff would have to put it in the computer. And then you'd ask me stuff. I'd have to remember. I'd have to get back to you. There'd be an email chain, some phone calls, some return calls.
We'd examine the cat.
Yep.
We'd do some things maybe. We'd have a conversation. Then there'd be questions come up like, oh, we need a stool sample. We need this. We need that. Well, it's all right here. It's enormous time savings. The average, if you made an appointment at a hospital or clinic to get him seen, you'd have to make the appointment. You'd have to get your day ready for it. You'd have to make sure he was inside or at a place where you can get him. And you'd have to have a carrier ready, load him up, take him in the car, listen to him scream if he doesn't like the car, and then wait there to be seen, check in. He's going to be around other cats and dogs, which he might not be happy with. And then you get seen. That could take 15 or 20 minutes, maybe more. And then you check out. Now, Mel is still waiting in the kennel all this time, just listening and observing and smelling every cat, dog scent that he can, plus the hospital smell. Cats live by the scent. If it smells funny, they're not happy with where they are most of the time if they're not familiar with it. They don't like change. That's a critical thing about cats. You have somebody come into the house he doesn't know. If he senses their energy a little bit, he may not even show up. You've seen that happen, I'm sure. So, and then you got the ride home, and then you get home and you turn him loose, and he's got to get accustomed to being home. You know, it's not fun. And I can come to a house call, assess things pretty quickly, check the animal out. Now, we spend an extraordinary amount of time looking at Mel, which was what we're doing here today. But normally, the exam and consult and what I would want to do for him, 20, 30 minutes max. And then he's back home. He didn't leave anywhere. No stress. So house calls for cats is just a decrease in stress. And talk about the love of the animal. How much time does it take me to come here to see him, spend the time, get home, or get somewhere else? It's a lot.